KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
Want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
He's going deep. He's got it at the 15. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Chiefs strike quickly here for 6 points.
The kick is good.
And he's got it up and through.
Makes the score Ravens 17.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And this carries into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him, because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And some room to work. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 31 yards there and a first down.
This is a little bit like baseball here. Strong up the middle. Both sides want to be that. In this case, the offense ended up winning the ultimate battle.
And those big runs between the tackles, that's a little deflating for a defense, isn't it?
It really is, because that's where your strength's supposed to be. You're supposed to be in a spot where they can't make that yardage there. You're supposed to send them outside. Not in this case.
Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. But you talked about the need for them to establish the run early. They've been able to do that here in the first half.
And that means that the whole offense has adopted that attitude and that persona. We're going to take care of this young quarterback. Let's all get together and run it and take the pressure off.
And his throw is incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Working out of the gun. Love. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. Montez Sweat in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. The Ravens send their punter out now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line.
At their own 10.
So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
Yetur Gross-Matos. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
As I was watching the play unfold, my eyes immediately went to the referee because I wanted to see, was he going to put those 2 hands over his head and that universal signal for a safety? But it's at the 1-yard line. You know you're playing with fire when you get sacked that close to the goal line.
On second down, it's Taylor. A good positive play there, 9 yards, but still 3rd and long.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Now a pass hauled in downfield. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. Excellent play there on third down. Give him 25 yards. From the gun, Murray. That's complete to Jonathan Taylor out of the backfield. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. 1st and 10 here. And, you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Working with 2nd and 5 now. Here's Murray from midfield. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 12 yards there and a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Throwing again, Murray. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Murray. He's got his big tight end, Fant. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. Now Murray again. Flushed out right. Fine work by the Baltimore defense to help bring up 4th down.
Thrown away and incomplete.
So here's Greg Zuerlein now as he'll try for the field goal. On the left hash, officially it's called a 51-yard attempt. Zuerlein's kick is up and through. So a late 3 there, and that'll help as they head into the break.
Talk about situational football and something they've worked out since the OTAs and mini camps the previous summer. They take care of the ball, get 3 points, knowing they're going to get the ball to start the second half. That's the old 2-for-1 special to finish things off.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe.
Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Ravens out in front. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Set to kick off.
Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. They go play action here on first down. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Darius Slayton, 75 yards. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game.
His kick.
I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. I mean, one play, 75 yards in zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
22-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. And nice yardage right off the bat here as he's up to about the 24-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
A gain of 4.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Operating from the gun. Love going up top into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And a return across midfield into the 46-yard line. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. After the turnover, here's Murray. This is the tight end fan. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 23 yards, the final tally.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Now Murray off play action. Dancing to his left. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. To throw again. Murray. Got a man, and he hits it in stride. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit. And another 1st down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal.
That was well defended, and while it was a completion, it resulted in a loss of yardage. It's really, really hard for a running back to think to himself, I probably should have just dropped it and saved the yardage. It goes against the entire training that he's had his whole career.
And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Shotgun now for Murray. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up.
I like what they tried to do there. Tried to hit him with something quick, get the ball in his hands, and hope he could make some yards after the catch and pick up a first down. Weren't able to do so on that play.
They had it first and goal, 3 attempts, couldn't get it in, so they settled for 3.
Yeah, the field tends to shrink a little bit the closer you get to the goal line, doesn't it? It doesn't sound right. It sounds a little counterintuitive, but you run out of space to run the deep route, so they can just sit on the shorter stuff if you're going to throw it. If you want to run it, there's just not as much space. They end up having to take 3 there.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. A third quarter action from Kansas City. Second down and 10. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Montez Sweat able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening.
And that's the second sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
After the sack, they'll come up now, 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some.
And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line. A rough couple of weeks for the man under center. 5 sacks last week, 4 now this week. Do you try to design some quicker developing plays if you're an offensive coordinator?
I think you do that. I think you also change his launch point at times. In other words, move your pocket to the right, to the left. Roll him out, bootleg it, do some different things so they can't just rely on the fact that he's going to take 3 to 5 steps back in the pocket and line up and throw the football.
Yeah, current formula is not working right now. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Forced out to his left. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. The wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
Third quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up.
I'm going to come back to you.
Throwing again, Murray. That's complete to his running back, Taylor. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
A 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. On play action, it's Murray. He's got his tight end fan, and he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Murray to air it out again. Steps away to his left. He's going to take off with it. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. A quick throw here out to Brown. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 15 yards on the play, first down.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. That is caught inside the 5. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll run here with Taylor. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Jonathan Taylor, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, Love. And his pass incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
So line of scrimmage still at 39 on 2nd and 10. Now this one complete downfield on the left side.
All you got to do is
take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Evan Ingram, 61 yards. And the Ravens have cut it to within a score. So that's a really big play here in the 4th quarter. And don't look now, they're right back in this game.
Did it feel to you, as it did to me, that maybe they were a little bit soft in what they were lining up with on defense? Almost like they were protecting the lead rather than trying to make a play.
And now that lead is down to just 1 score.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
30-yard line.
Taylor. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3.
51, Mike 51. I got you, son. 51. Here we go.
Out of the gun, here's Murray. Got an open man, it's Valdez-Scantling. And he will have a first down here at about the 40.
That's good.
The drive stays alive, a 3rd down gain of 8. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. Operating from the gun, Murray. He goes full extension, and he's got it.
And that's how you throw for a whole heap of yards in a game. You get efforts like that from your receivers. How about him laying out for that catch?
Yeah, excellent. Makes the quarterback look a whole lot better. The battle in the trenches never more important than right now. This is 3rd and inches. Again, they'll throw with Murray. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 38-yard line. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City 1st. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. First and 10, Taylor now. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6.
34-yard line.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. He'll get the 1st down and more inside the 20. And all the way down to the 17-yard line.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
12-yard line.
Again, it's Taylor. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
Again, the ball.
Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
And 2.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he gets the 1st down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. And they got 3 yards. That's enough. A conversion, and now it's 1st and goal.
6-yard line.
It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. 5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal.
Again, it'll be Taylor. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
Well, that was absolutely ideal for them, wasn't it? Trying to salt this game away. I think one of my kids just graduated in the amount of time they had the football. That was absolutely impressive.
Everybody wants those salt-away-the-game drives. What makes them successful?
Well, when you're able to mix run-pass, when you're able to control the football and stay ahead of the chains, I'm using every cliche I know, but that's how you get it done because you're not taking negative plays, and that way you're able to run what you want to run when you get a chance to call it.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of them.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City.
Touchdown.
And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis. Interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
41, Ravens 24. Greg Zuerlein set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people.
And the ball comes out. Love lost it.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
Ravens 24.
Big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Kansas City, it's a win here in their home opener as they move to 2-0. And they'll have another home date next week as the Indianapolis Colts come to town. Meanwhile, for Baltimore, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel up to Detroit to take on the Lions. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.